Hello, good morning, and welcome to my Floramancer world. How's everyone this Saturday? We're here in the Petal Hall, the Hall of Petals. Woohoo. And I've done a bit of decorating. I don't think I've shown you this. I believe I did this yesterday, so that would be the case. Whoop. So, Hollow Petals, I made a rod of the Bifrost so I could get these Bifrost blocks. They change color and are sparkly. I thought they'd be pretty. So, I haven't figured out this entrance connecting the tree farm here with the Petal Hall. And we have to do the flower farm decorating back there yet as well. And as you can see, there's some petals, just flowers hanging out. That is because some of these drawers are full. We need to set up an auto off for the farm. When all of these drawers are full, it should shut it off. Hello, Solid. Hello, Vulcandov. Nice to see you. My day is going well. I've been up for about 3 hours and having a good time. Let's turn some of these back on. I had an issue this morning. That's why these were turned off. I think I have a couple more. There's one. I turned them off. When I built this, I completely spaced off the fact that I should not put a block directly behind this hopper. And I'll show you why. Let me get back here. You put a block here, and this powers the hopper. So what happens when you power a hopper? Yeah, nothing gets through it. So I had requested some petals to refill the hydrangeas and the endoflames this morning, and I came down here and it was just raining petals. Lots of petals now. Because they were just sitting on top of the hopper instead of going into the hopper for the chest to detect to automatically turn off the system. Oops. Yeah, so I ran around and shut all the levers off and then went through and pulled out all of the blue blocks that were on the hopper side. I could put a half slab here, but I don't have... Can't make blue concrete half slabs, and Chisel and Bits is not in this pack. So, yeah. I also have the start of some more Bifrost blocks to be in front of this wall. I still need to get back there to decorate it and to be able to set up the auto off. So that has a bit of work to do. We're going to be using red string comparators to detect these drawers. I do need to put this one, the emit signal for total storage. I need to put the redstone upgrades in there in all of the drawers, and then we'll do red string comparators to them, and when the signal strength means it's a full drawer, we'll shut off the mana spreaders, or the drum. We'll shut off the drum part. So it'll just be a bunch of flowers temporarily until it drops down low enough. So there's that. And I need to dig this out a little bit. This is our cave spider spawners here. But this is going to be a hallway here leading to what's currently just 4 petal apothecaries. This is going to be where we automate flowers. This is where we're going to do our flower automation. I don't have it all planned out yet, but this will be where we do the generational flowers that decay. So the hydrangeas, the endoflames, the thermalilies, you know, everything that is a generating flower that we need to keep a certain amount on hand, because that's how I want to run this. Is I don't want to do on demand. I want to have some on hand so that when the different setups need them, it can just pull from that sort of setup. So that's where this is going to be. And I decided to make the metamorphic stone petal apothecaries. These are really easy to do. And so you just take a regular apothecary and wrap it in whatever colored cobblestone you want. So I picked the ones that I thought were the prettiest. This one kind of is not... I went more with like it's goldish, copperish, instead of poopy brown, yellow. Yeah. With bat flowers. Yes, bat flowers are special. Bat flowers. Starting up with a new therapist, solid. Very good, very good. It's always good to have a support system for your needs, and hopefully that person works out for you. So, let's see. Over here, Thursday we did this. We made the orchid. It is not complete, but we do have an orchid, and it has filled up the area wherever stone was with blocks. We're gonna leave them. I'm not gonna mess with, I mean, if I decide to decorate this area, I will swap them out for something else. But so we have the orchid here. I need to get rid of that block and make it grass. But I don't have an efficient pickup method, so I just threw down what I had. I had 2 floating petite hopper hawks, so I just grabbed a couple of chests, threw them down, and I've run it a little bit, not a lot, because again, this consumes so much mana that I didn't want to run out right now, since we only have really poor producers. The hydrangeas are pittance. Endoflames, not much at all. Thermalilies are good, but I only have 2 running. So yeah, I need to work on that. So I've actually, you can tell I put signs in lots of places. I have just my little brainstorming list here. Here's the mana producers I currently have versus the mana users, the things that are consuming mana. Yeah. So we need to make this list a little longer, and that is what we're going to work on today. We are going to work on the Spectralus. The Spectralus is about time. We have the sheep. We have done the sheep. They are up this way. Over here. We do need to color them today, but I have to breed them a couple more times, but that's nothing. And then color them. How am I auto-placing more stone? Are you meaning with the orchid? It's a smooth stone generator. I will show you real quickly because I have made this twice before in this mod pack. But so this here is a smooth stone generator. It's got lava underneath these 2 blocks, water underneath that one, and then there's pistons. And the pistons push the stone out this way until they reach the mana spreaders. And I only have it going 6 because that's as far as the lenses can go. These are Bohr magnetizing lenses. So what they do is they'll break the blocks, and magnetizing means it will seek out the nearest mana pool to dump any excess mana into. So that's why that's there, is that it will go straight this way and then start to curve and then go into the mana pool. So yeah. I have this for like every 5 seconds, 5 minutes, I mean 2 minutes, every 2 minutes. So it's slow. An orchid changes 1 stone block every 5 seconds. It uses a lot of mana to do so. So we've got 12 blocks here. It actually changes the ones underneath these bricks all as well. And then, yeah. Yep, you've done it for Living Rock, but yeah, exactly, you do it for Orchid too. Yep, yep. Nice to see you, Nisi. Hello. Alright, so back to this. This is gonna take a bit for me because we have quite a few steps, but I've dug out, this is the path over here. And that hole is where we were up with the sheep. That's just so I know where I want to put the drum of the gathering, I think is the right drum. Yes, the drum of the gathering. This one will harvest wool from our sheep. And then underneath here is where we're going to have the chests that hold the different colors of wool. And we're going to have the automation set up for dropping wool on the Spectralus in the right order. And it'll send mana to our mana pool set up that way. We'll also need to send mana, a little bit of mana to the drum area and then the hopper hawks. So we'll have to have a mana pool in here as well. But I think what we'll do is just slap a dominant spark on it, and wherever the mana pool is that we're pouring into from the Spectralis is it should just pull it up there. So I'm not worried about that. So we need wheat, which I'm sure I have up there, and then we need some dye to color the sheep. I might as well do it the Botania way. Let's make sure I have all of them in here. I don't. I'm out of blue and cyan. Let's go fetch some flowers. Actually, we don't need to go down there anymore. It's hard to remember, but we need some mystical blue flowers. Let's get a stack. I misspelled it wrong, huh? Is it blue mystical flowers? Because I know it's mystical blue petals. It's not that either. Mystical blue flower. Did I spell it wrong? I know they're hooked up to the Corporea network. Don't pluralize? I'm not even sure that's it, because you can pluralize with other requests. Mystical blue, mystical cyan. Was all the ones that were out? Yep. Don't know. Let's test it here. If I click with a C key, which is what the key binding is, it gives me one. So we know it's hooked up to the system. These two are full, so we'll put them there. Don't know. Alright, let's breed a couple of these guys. We need 5 sheep. Oh, there's one in there. Give me you. I only need 2 per pen, so... There we go. Now to color them. Let's start with white, light gray, regular gray, and those are the ones that are going to be here. Do that, and then we turn them into dye. I don't know why I did white now that I'm looking at this. I'm like, wait, what? Okay, so we're gonna just toss you for now. And then black, and we'll just kind of pull all of them out that we need. Okay. And I don't think we'll ever be like hanging out in this area, otherwise I would add the I think it's the bergamute that mutes animals and stuff, mutes sounds, or at least turns them down. Some of the white sheep blue cream, yep, that's because of Quark. Quark slightly changes textures and whatnot of sheep. and other animals. Other animals have different models as well. Like the pigs, you can have black pigs and spotted pigs and white pigs, and cows the same way. They look different because of Quark. They're still a white sheep. So, get this made. So some of the logistics behind this sheep pen area, the Drum of the Wild, the drums do a 25 by 25 by 7 area. And so this is kind of the middle right here, and this is like only a 21 by 21 area, farm area, because we're limited by the Hopper Hawks. And the Hopper Hawks max range is 21 by 21. So I did black, and I didn't need to do black again. Okay. Extra stuff. Now these, I'm not going to be picky about which one gets which. We're just going to do down the line. And get these all colored in. Come on. Am I seriously? I did need the black ones. Those are dark gray. Thank you. Wow. By the way, this is probably going to be a relatively derpy stream. There we go. We have colored sheep. Now, the first thing I want to do, of course, before we even get to spectrolysis automation, is automating the collecting of wool and sorting it. So I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna put the drum right here because I want to be able to see it when I'm up here, if I'm ever up here, so I know where the center of the underground part is. So we need to make a drum and a pulse mana spreader and a mana pool and a spark and a dominant augment. And then we need a bunch of chests and hopper hawks. I'm going to use chests instead of storage drawers. I could use storage drawers, but I'm not going to keep a ton of wool on hand. So I don't need a ton of space in like a storage drawer. So that's why I'm using drawers or chests. Now the other reason is I like the look of the item frames on the chests for this. And we are doing a method that will be something I've seen on the gyms. There's our chests. So yeah, the gyms did it years ago. And I'm going to do something similar to his setup because I really liked it. We need, what is it called? The drum. We need to make, we need dreamwood, leather, elementium. I don't even think I have to get some of these resources. I need dreamwood, I have elementium, and we need so we need dreamwood, and we need 2 leather for that. The living wood is not hooked up to Corporea because I need a bunch of Corporea sparks to get all the way over here. Haven't done that yet, but let's grab a stack. Let's grab 2 stacks because it's 2 to 1 through the portal. So we'll get that going. It's not 2 to 1? Which one is 2 to 1? I wonder if it's, is it Elementium that's 2 to 1? 2 mana steel to 1 Elementium? In any case, I like Dreamwood. There we go. Yeah. Drum of the Gathering. The other limitation of the Drum of the Gathering, in case you're setting up a farm yourself, is that it will only harvest 32 at a time. 32 plants if you're using the Drum of the Wild, 32 sheep, or 32 buckets of milk if you're using milk. It'll only do 32. So even if you've got like 100 sheep inside the 25 by 25 by 7 box that it harvests in, it will only do 32 at a time. So that is why I have 16 pens with 2 sheep each. So it will harvest all of the sheep each time. That's what it'll do. All right, do we have a mana spreader in here? We do. We just need to make it pulse. We need a spark and a regular mana pool. And I need to make a... Yeah, it looks like I need to make an augment. So let's pull that stuff out. Get us some pixie dust. And then a fire rune for dominant. We need a piece of redstone to make that a pulse mana spreader. And I should see if I have an hourglass in here. And I'm also now realizing that when I went to the end to get 10 more stacks of ender pearls, I did not pick up any more ender air. So if I need more ender air, I will have to go back again. It does not look like we have an hourglass in here, so we'll have to make one. We have regular hopper hawks. We do not. So we need 4 hopper hawks since I'm using regular chests. We're going to need 16 item frames. The hopper hawks I'm going to want to make floating, so let's take these excess flowers out of here. We'll turn them into the floating variant. Do I have the... I do have the flower pouch, so we'll be able to make those. We need some grass. Let's make extra grass. Oh, that's not what I want to do with it. Give me lots of grass. There's 29. Yay! Okay, that's good. Oh, I suppose I should have stayed down there because I need to turn some of these into pasture seeds. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4. Glimmering variant of these will give us the floating variant here. Okay, and then we need a redstone root for the flowers. Okay. 4 runes of air. How are we doing? We have 11. Let's do this. I need my water. Oh, we need our flowers. 4 of these and 4 of these. It'll be nice one day when I can have this auto done as well. Oh, we need seeds, guys. Whoop. All right. Now we have those. What you're impressed with? Okay. That's the wrong way. Where am I going? So there it is. There's the start of our sheep wool collection. Then down here, where do I want to put? I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, for all the how all the items interact and stuff. Well, yeah. So we'll put the mana spreader here. We need you pointing up. And we'll put the pool under it. There. We need a spark and a dominant. Of course, I can't see the spark now. Hello. Try this again. There we go. And obviously we need to get mana here. Haha. Be more specific, please. What does what mean? Alright, so let's look at our coordinates here. And where's a piece of note paper I can write this down? -410, y of 77, -57. Let's find our mana line. Well, actually, what we were going to do is pull that from the Spectralist. So we probably... I think I have a mana line nearby, though. Let's go look for it. This is our mana line going that direction. -410, so we're along the same x-axis. -57 would be we need to go this way a bit more and then up. So we have some work to do if we want to hook up the mana this way. I'm trying to figure out if that's really what I want to do, because the Spectralist should make enough mana to both keep that mana pool full plus send some into the battery for sure. So what I'm really thinking here is just going and manually filling that mana pool until I get the Spectralist set up. Because otherwise I'd have to extend this another 30 or so blocks, which means 2 of these setups. And it's not necessary if the mana producer that's going to be there will generate enough to run the farm eventually. Okay. So I will grab a tablet. And where are you flashing so? I don't know. Alright, let's fill you up. And we can turn you off now. That's good. Oh, it's taking it out, isn't it? I hear the snow plows outside. See if I can get it chucked in there. Yep. Okay. So that will be set with 1/4 of a pool of mana. And so all we'll need to do is put a hovering hourglass here next to the pulse mana spreader. And that will be ready. So the next step is the collection of the wool. Yeah, it's still snowing. We're supposed to get 2 to 4 inches today, so yeah. Pick you up. Alright, so if that is going to be the center, is this going to be the level that I want to put them on? I think so. You're jealous of my snow. And then there's 8, and I'll do 8 on the other side as well. At this level. We're at Y77. There, but we need to go over this way with it. Okay. Is this the same distance away? I want it to look balanced. For one, that's down 1. What the? Okay, we need to go up 1, and I'm only 1 block away. Okay, try this again. Alright, and then we're going to do all of the item frames. Like that. I can do them anywhere on the chest, I just thought I'd put them on the inside. And now, the floating hopper hawks. Alright, so that should work. We should now get an hourglass going, and in the first harvest, These guys are gonna just pick up whatever they find because it's these are blank. They should just pick up everything. And then we'll be able to fill the item frames with the different colors of wool. So let's get an hourglass made. Is it one piece of glass? Might be two. I'm trying to do this from memory, but don't remember. 2 pieces of glass, only 1 mana steel. Of course, it gave me 2 anyway. The Hopper Hawk, once it has mana, which they should have mana, works in a 21 cubed area. Oh. Do I have mana glass in here? I have elf glass. There's mana glass. Yep. Oh, and let's see. How long? Should we have it do every minute? Okay. That should work. These should all have mana connections. They should all be connected to the... Yep, they're all connected to the pool. And so in about 45 seconds, this should harvest our first wool. 21 in all directions. 21 cubed. It's 21 by 21 by 21. It varies, Darkwing, on how quickly the sheep eat. I don't know. They sure sound like they're eating pretty regularly. That's why I was like, let's try a minute. We might need to increase that time. All right. That should have harvested some wool, but now that I'm thinking about it, these are probably not going to pick up anything because the item frames are empty. Let's go upstairs. Yo, why don't you have any wool harvested? Oh, there is some. Okay. That's certainly not 32. Okay. Let's go down and put these in them. Well, the drum is supposed to work in a 25 by 25 by 7. So that should be, you know, well and good for the level. Oops. Item frame. Item frame. Item frame. Item frame. Okay. I mean, yeah, I can move that up to see if that helps, but shouldn't have to. Oh no, I'm not going to color code the frame groupings. Probably not. There's no reason to. And I can't jump up that high. Oh. Let's do it this way. There we go. Now it's up one higher. So these should all be colors that aren't already in the system. Well, it's certainly not harvesting all of them every single time. That seems interesting. Alright, let's go back down and put these in, and we'll keep going. No, thank you. And then I'm just making sure. Yep. Okay. And this side. I've currently got yellow, so we're missing three. Three more colors. And my apologies, my throat is getting kind of scratchy here. Just a second. You think I should color code those chests so that like all the pinks are in pinkish colors are in one spot, and all the bluish colors are in one spot, and all the greens are in one spot? I can see how some people need that. Okay, so which colors don't we have? These? Is that it? Why aren't you being picked up, Mr. Light Blue? And Mr. Pink? Ooh. We might have to move the hopper hawks a little bit. Let's see if you get picked up. Did you get picked up? No. Okay, so we do need to actually move those. They're not far enough out. To get the corners. Alright, well, that's not difficult to do. This hopper hawk must not be able to, you know, that's what we're gonna have to probably do. Instead of color coding it, like what you're thinking, I'm probably going to need to take these 4 colors need to be on this side of the farm. Those 4 colors need to be on that side of the farm. Those 4 colors need to be on, you know, that's probably what I need to do so that the hopper hawks that are in the right range actually reach them. Can I take you off without... Oh, so this is going to be a little bit more painful than... Yeah. I wanted it to be, but... Okay. We'll start with this half of the farm. When we go back up there, and we'll make note of what's where. That one doesn't have one. Okay. Because I didn't color coordinate them up there either. Alright, so this corner, we'll do this corner first, needs yellow, lime, black, yellow, lime, black, and we can do light gray. Alright. These 4 for sure need to be in that corner. This corner needs to be blue, brown, blue, brown. Those are red here. And we can do whatever those guys are. What color are you? Eat something. Oh, are you purple? Is that what's in there with you? Purple. All right. This corner is, as we said, light green, black, yellow, and light gray. Okay. And then this one over here was blue, brown, red, and purple. Blue, brown, red, and purple. And I know that these are going to have stuff in them that aren't the right colors right now. We'll fix that. Okay, let's go up and do the other set. Alright, so this side needs to be white, light blue, orange, and is that magenta? Okay, and then this side should be pink, gray, green, and cyan. Right. White. Light blue, orange, magenta. And then over here, these 4. Pink, gray, green, cyan. Yeah, it maybe the Drum of the Gathering harvests less than the Drum of the Wild. I was making an assumption that they were the same. Okay. How's it doing on mana? Does it use a ton? Doesn't appear so. So once a minute should be okay. I believe it should be okay. So we have that done. The next step will be setting up the Spectralis dropper setup. So a Spectralis, if you don't know, a Spectralis eats wool in a certain order, colored wool. And the order is the way it is in your JEI. So it needs, this is the order it needs to eat wool in. So this is the order you have to drop them in. There are lots of ways you can do this, as long as you make sure that they don't get mixed up. If they get mixed up, no mana is produced. They must be in this order. So what we're going to do next is, I need to collect a bunch of resources to make it, but we're going to use the Corporea network and red string containers to make sure that we get things in the right order. It's going to require a lot of redstone, but I think I can do it. And I think I understand how it works. Now again, this is from the gyms. He did a bunch of Botania stuff about 3.5 years ago, give or take. So some of the stuff that he did, it has changed, but what I'm doing here is just because I think it looks good and I understand it. Your mileage may vary. You may find a different tutorial to follow, or you may engineer something differently. So what we need to do is set up a system to drop wool in this order. That's what we need to set up next. We have to get Corporea over here so that all of these chests are on a Corporea network. And I am going to use the same color because I'm going to want to be able to access these wools from indexes if I want wool. What are these doing? They're doing all right. They're doing okay. So let's go up. I want to make sure that the sheep are, I might need to run the pulse faster, or I might need to slow it down. I'm gonna wait for it to tick again because it should any moment and see if it takes any of those. I mean, this is right in the middle. This is the middle of the farm. Here to there is the same distance. So it should. It does appear I probably want to make this faster. I don't want them to be standing around with wool on them. So maybe if I did it for 30 seconds instead and then move up a little bit from there. But I'm kind of baffled that those 4 sheep, they're still not getting harvested. Those 4 sheep aren't. Let's make this pulse a little faster and see if it will over there. Because I have pink and cyan wool, so it did at one point do that. So let's grab 30 sand. I don't have 30 sand in there. Do here. And we will drop the timer by half and see how that does. And then go back up there. I want to make sure that this is going to be somewhat consistent in its wool collection before I try to set up something that will consume wool. Well, it got cyan this time. So maybe, yeah, maybe just doing it more frequently will be the option we do. Because, yeah, it's clearly not doing a ton of them. But every 30 seconds should be better. Come on, do it again. Do it again! Looks like the pink sheep are just gonna hang out in that corner. I want to make sure you can get them. Not this time it didn't. Come on. Yay, it got one of the pink ones way over there in the corner. So it appears maybe I'll drop it to 20 seconds because this is still far too much. Well, 30 seconds might be okay. We might be able to keep on board with that. I just don't want them to be walking around with a whole bunch of wool on. I'd rather be collecting it. You know? And there's a whole bunch of sheep that have just put on a whole bunch of wool and that did not harvest at all, so maybe we'll drop it down to 20 seconds. So it doesn't harm them if they've already been sheared. It doesn't like reset their need to eat grass. So we'll do 20 seconds. Yeah, and that's doing okay with mana for now. And some of these are going to have more than others. That's okay. But 20 seconds I think is what we're going to do. Alright, so the next step is getting the corporea set up on those chests. I have not quite enough, so I need to make some more. We might be going to the end for Ender Air before you know it. Alright. Get that set up. And then we need to make a whole bunch of corporea funnels and red string containers. Yeah, we're gonna need to go to the end, guys, and get some Ender Air. Oop. And these might already be connected. Nope, they're too far away. Alright, so we need to get the network over here. Let's grab some droppers. The network is here, so it won't be too far to get it where we need to get it. Droppers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8. Fantastic. 8. And we're going to put the torch back. And then we need to make sure that it is actually connected. Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. And that actually might be close enough. Yep. It's now synced up. So this is now connected to the network. All right. Goodness, I wish my throat would stop being so froggy. Where do I want to put the Spectralis setup? This is technically the hallway. I might want to put it here, going this direction. It's going to be a giant wall, guys. Let's make sure I'm not gonna... Yeah, it should be fine. It's gonna be a wall here to there type of thing. So we need 16 Corporea funnels, 16 red string containers. We're gonna need more than 16, but that's just to get started. And then we need a lot of redstone repeaters and redstone dust, and I think we need a couple of torches. I'm doing this from memory, guys, so my apologies if I get it wrong. But the Corporea, we're gonna need more sparks. In my froggy throat, yeah, thank you. Because the funnels are the droppers, good. We need more of this stuff. Hi, Sensu, nice to see you. All right. Let's make the last of these that we can do at the moment. Well, hello, I haven't seen you in a while. Aliana. Sorry, I had to look and see who I was saying hello to. What? 16. 16 of those. Then the red string containers are what we're looking for. These. We need to make the red string, which requires the ender air, which means we need to go to the end. Yeah, because that's all we've got, and we're gonna need a lot more. Alright, so let's put this stuff in here. Let's clear the inventory. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, stretch my legs. I suggest you guys do it too. If you've been sitting here and you need to stretch your legs, get up, walk around a little bit, and I will be back and we will head to the end and grab some more ender air. Hope you're enjoying the pack. I'll be right back.